Hi, my name is Hudson O'Neill, and today I'll be talking about a specific memory that really encapsulates what Birmingham means to me. So, a little bit of background about myself. I am from Huntsville, Alabama, and I am at UAB studying genetics for the pre-med track. So, I decided that I wanted to come to UAB a little into my senior year of high school. I had worked at a special needs summer camp that previous summer, and it really opened my mind to why I should choose a profession that is primarily concerned with helping others and giving them the best possible quality of life I could. So I, after that summer, enrolled in a EMT training program at my local community college in order to learn some skills on how to keep people healthy, keep them safe. And I really enjoyed it. I learned about the human body. I loved learning about different medications and how they, kept people safe and healthy. I loved learning about the medical system and everything that went into it, the sacrifices, but also the great, great rewards. And so during my training, I got to go on clinicals on the ambulance. I got to learn firsthand from paramedics and EMTs who have been doing the job for decades. I got to see a man saved from a car crash. I got to hold a rag to his head in order to stop the bleeding while we drove him to the hospital. I really just got to see the vast impact that medicine can have on people's lives. And so I knew from then that I really wanted to steep myself in that area of education. I wanted to see how I could best use my intelligence and my grasp of things like science and technology in order to help others and give them the best possible quality of life they could. And that naturally turned into me going to UAB. UAB is known throughout the state for its reputation in research and its reputation with the medical system, how good it is, and how necessary it is for our state to function. And so when I came to UAB, and when I came to Birmingham, all I knew was that everyone seemed to be farther ahead. Everyone seemed to know what they were doing more. Everyone seemed to feel like they were more in place. It felt like I was missing a little bit of that community. But I would soon learn that at Birmingham, if you fall, people are going to pick you back up. And a memory that really drives this point home is actually something that happened not long after one of our classes and after this assignment was actually assigned. So I'm lucky this came along because who knows what I would have talked about if it didn't. Also not lucky. It was a very interesting circumstance. But anyway, in this case, me and my girlfriend were walking back from one of my classes. She was visiting me from Texas. And this is during, this was a Friday afternoon, so I was getting ready to go home in order to see my family. But one of my friends was in like the intersection between Blunt and University, not next to the library, but more close to Rast. And we stopped and we talked for a good couple of minutes, for quite a long time actually, because catching up, we had a lot of things going on that day with the program we were in, and we were all talking, discussing. And then another one of my friends is coming back. He was coming back from talking to the dean of his college. And so, we were all talking for a bit, conversing, when suddenly a young man riding along on his motorized scooter absolutely eats pavement. I didn't see it happen, but I did hear it happen, and I did hear from people that he hit the ground several times. So, as soon as I saw something was wrong, my EMT training kicked in, but I have to say that one of my other friends reacted before I did, so I was very proud to see that. But we raced over. He had a face wound that we needed to immediately treat. He had scrapes on both arms and legs. And so I always carry a first aid kit on me. My job this past summer was a medical intern at the same special needs summer camp that made me realize my desire to help people. And during that job, had to always keep at least a med kit on me. And I had to usually bring some medical bags that had a lot of different drugs and treatments in order to keep our campers safe. But anyway, I had my med kit on me. And so we started bandaging this guy up. We got him out of the road because he was in the road for for a good like 15 seconds, which is a dangerous position for him to be in. And we carried him over to the sidewalk. And the way that people just came through and helped was really indicative of what it means to be a part of Birmingham, because Birmingham is known for its medical system. But the reason it has a medical system is because there's so many people who have this desire to use their intelligence, their skills, and their desire to help others in order to make the city better and to make the citizens of Alabama safer. So I mean, me and my friend were patching this guy up. Some people went and offered to get help because that's the most important thing, was keeping him stable until the ambulance could get there. Some people even offered their clothes as a blanket to them. We actually had a young lady who gave us her flannel to use as a pillow for him so that his head wouldn't be resting against the ground. And she actually had to walk away to go to one of her classes without taking her flannel. I will never know if she got that flannel back because she was so willing to help this guy. And she was even willing to give up one of the things that she owned in order to make sure he was doing okay. But so we were taking care of this man, and we were, making sure that he had a concussion. We were holding down pressure everywhere we could. Eventually, the ambulance arrived, and they made sure that he was okay. They made sure that he would go and get all his wounds sort of stitched up and sutured. But at the end of the day, I saw multiple different people come together to help this young man. My friend, who immediately rushed into action, myself with having the necessary tools to help him, the people around us who were willing to get help, and the lady who offered her flannel in order to make sure that he could be comfortable while he was being treated. All of these people were vital in making sure that this young man was okay, and it really served to show me what Birmingham is all about. Birmingham is all about people coming together. We see this in the great service that our state offer, and the great service that our city offers. We see this in the way that we have so many different food drives, so many different outreach programs, so many great organizations that really serve to help the people of the city. So really, what Birmingham means to me, it's not just the food, although the food is good. It's not just the research, although the research is life-changing. It's not even just the hospitals, it's not the medical system. It's the people who will pick you up if you're down. It's the people who, if you're struggling, are going to come alongside you. The people who, if you're in danger, are going to put themselves in harm's way in order to make sure you are okay. It's ultimately about the people who are sacrificing their lives one day at a time in order to make this city better, this state better, this country better, and this world better. So I've got to say, the greatest impression Birmingham has on me is not the things that people usually think. I think it's the things that often go unnoticed, but often it's the things that are the most vital. We have great culture, we have great community, we have great food, of course, but all of this is ultimately what encapsulates Birmingham. All of it comes together and shows why at the end of the day, if you're fallen on the ground, you will be found, and there will be people alongside you in order to make sure that you end up okay.